This is a quick review of the Glacier Bay double tension curtain rod. Just wanted to go over some of the post-install notes. I just finished putting it up. It's fairly nice, it looks good, and I believe since it's aluminum it's going to be rust-free, which is the problem I had with my last curtain rod, which I just took down. There's a couple points I wanted to make about it. Up here on top, you have to excuse the shaky video because I'm handheld standing up on the top of the tub. But as you can see, these are the tensioning pieces here. You simply twist them clockwise to tension the rod. And the rod obviously comes in two pieces, as most curtain rods do. And as you can see right here, there's a small no-headed screw that you put into the top of each one of these bars. And that's what holds it in place so that they don't just slip when the tensioners are tensioned. So I wanted to point those out. You do need to get those all the way in flush, so you're obviously not hitting them with whatever your shower curtain is running on. I'm using these little rings here. But the one thing I did notice, I had to take this down once. I forgot to put in the little plastic pieces that allow the shower curtain hooks to slide over the top. And when I did that, I did notice that these really drill down into the soft aluminum. So this is kind of an install once, so if you think you're going to possibly use it in one shower or another, maybe go with the bigger one first, because once you do the smaller one, it's going to actually make a pretty significant dent in the curtain underneath. You may not care since it's on the top, but that's just something to note. The other thing I wanted to notice about this, I'm going to get down right now, so excuse the shake. These really aren't quite as stable as I'd like. On my last one, they sort of hooked into the wall, into the attachment on the wall. You can see there's a plastic piece underneath there that's holding the metal in place. It does hook onto there. There's a small dent in the top and the bottom, as you can see right there. But because of the flexibility, this can go up to 72 inches, I believe. They have to allow a lot of room on here, so it kind of leaves a gap between the wall, which looks sort of unfinished to me. And at the other end's just as bad, or maybe even worse. I didn't like that. Other than that, I've been really happy with it. It's a thicker rod than the last one I had, which allows the shower curtain rings that I have to stay on there better. The last one I had, they tended to fly off. So I'm pretty happy with it overall. The tensioning was easy. Installation was actually a two-man job. Usually a job like this I would do by myself. But getting this thing up and in place, someone had to hold one end and someone had to hold the other because it wants to twist as you're installing these screws up here in the top. So you're going to want a second pair of hands just for a couple minutes to hold it in place. But that's it. It looks good. It seems pretty solid and stable. Once I got it tensioned, I can apply quite a bit of force to it, and you can see it flexes. It is aluminum, but it doesn't give or break, and it doesn't slide on the wall. The wall has sort of a rubber matting on the back here, back of this plastic piece, that basically hooks onto the wall. And when I took it down the first time, it actually pulled a little paint off with it because it gets such a good adherence onto the wall. It's almost like glue by the time it was like up there for a couple minutes. Anyway, that's all. Pretty happy with it. Looks good. I like the double rod effect. I'm going to use that for hanging other things on other than the shower curtain when we get out of the pool and whatever. That's all for now. I think it's a good shower curtain.